What's up, YouTube? Hey, it's Dale again. Just wanted to bring you an update on the Slacker bus for March. Right now, I'm sitting in the bus in my yard by myself. The last month and a half almost, there have been a total of 5 different buses in the yard at one time or another. As I mentioned in my last video, my friend Mike from Navigation Nowhere got here early in February. He began working on my solar install. He also had another person that he did an install for. And in fact, while he was here, he managed to either help on or totally install 4 different solar systems. So he got quite a bit of work done on that. He also helped me with some projects here around my house. And we'll get into that maybe a little bit later. Right now, let me just show you what's going on with the Slacker bus and where things are at for now. Let me get the camera turned around and we'll get started. All right, so here we are in the bus, and the reason that the cabinet is open underneath the sink is because, if you'll notice, there is no more 5-gallon gray tank under there. I actually installed, as you can see, a drain that drains out under the bus right now. I will be putting in the next month or so the gray tank that I have for it. Unfortunately, that did not get installed before the schoolie swarm, but because we're in Florida and it was in a sandy area, and technically it's just dirty sink water going onto the ground, you know, it wasn't that big of an issue. But later on I will have a gray tank. It's just nice not to have to worry about, you know, remembering to empty that 5-gallon tank every half a day or whatever it takes. So I got that done. And then the main thing, like I say, Mike came down to help finish my solar install. We got it all done. As you can see, I've got 3 200 amp hour batteries for a total of 600 amp hours. And then all the other components are just mounted here under the bed. And so far, I've not had any problems at all since it got hooked up. I used it at the schoolie swarm with no generator or no outside power. Most of the time, when I was checking it through the app in the morning, I would be down maybe 18 to 20% on the battery life, and usually by 11, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I was back to 100%. So I think I got more power than I actually need right now. But if I do put in a mini split or another air conditioner of some type, you know, I'll need that extra power. So that's all good. Then we could come outside here real quick. Like I say, there's not a whole lot else going on in the bus at this point. I do have some smaller projects that I'll get to in the next couple of weeks, but that's pretty much it for now on the outside of the bus. Also, while Mike was here, because I do from time to time have buses in the yard, when he and his dad were here and I was off at the schoolie swarm, they actually put me in a 30 amp outdoor plug here, so that if a bus is here, they'll be able to plug in, not cause any trouble with any of the other electrical in the house. Unfortunately, right now, this is just a temporary plug. I've got to get some 30 amp wire and a 30 amp male plug, and then everything will be set and good to go. Over here is, in the last video I showed you this trailer. We did get a little bit of welding done on it. It wasn't a whole lot that needed to be done. I just had this one fender that didn't have a brace on the back of it, so Mike was kind enough to actually weld this piece in. So I got to get out here and paint that. And, there again, that keeps the fender stable while you're going down the road. Other than that, let's see, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but over here on the back side of my house, you see that new white door, and that used to be a screened-in area. And right now, while Mike was here, we actually reframed it out, put walls up in the window, and that's going to be a wash laundry room area and a craft area for my daughter around the front of the house. Not a whole lot else going on here. Once again, as is typical for me, my carport workshop area is a total wreck at this point. I've just got, like I say, 4 or 5 different projects going on. I don't know what you can see. Let me get out of the sun where I can actually see what's going on myself. Oh, there we go. Got to work on that lawnmower. It needs a new thing on the blade. I don't know what you call it, but I know what it is, so I got to replace that. And then there again, we just got to get some things straightened up in here and everything will be fine. I did come over this way and see what's happening. There's the neighbor's yard. Woohoo! Anyway, come out here. I'm going to be, at some point, I need, my fire pit is just totally shot at this point. The bottom of it's just all rusted out, so I got to figure out a new fire pit. And then over here in the shed man cave, we'll get this opened up, see what we can see in here. Obviously, at this point, it's almost, I say almost empty. It's still got a lot of stuff in here, but if you'd have seen it a month ago, you'd go, man, that's really clean. Also, the other thing that I've gotten into here lately is our friend Casey was here and introduced Mike and I to ice baths. He had a little portable tub that he carries with him in his bus. Being a big heavy set guy myself, I said that's not going to work for me, so I actually went to Tractor Supply and bought this food trough, cattle trough, and at some point over the next couple of days or weeks I'll get that filled up and give it a shot. Also, while Mike was here, we actually added a water line to the outside of my house. I got to get it all dressed up and pretty at this point, but that way I'll have a way to fill the ice bath. Other than that, like I said, let's go around here, give you another quick look at the shed, or the room that we're actually building, which is over here. Still got a lot of cleanup to do out here, but as you can see, got it partially painted, got the window in, and when you come over here, like I said, this is going to be a do laundry room, craft room. It's not that big, but I think it'll work out for us. Still got to get the rest of everything installed, get the ceiling repaired and painted, and the walls painted with a new coat of paint, and then hopefully by the end of the week or beginning of next week, this will all be done. And that's pretty much what's going on here at the homestead with the Slagger bus. Once again, I'm here by myself. Now, maybe you can see me. Anyway, I'm here by myself, or I have family here, but there are no buses on a lot at this point. Hopefully, I think Friday, I'm expecting some nomadic friends to show up for a couple days. I haven't really talked to them. Some of you may know Carly and Heather from the Schoolie Swarm or from their own travel experiences, and they'll be here for as long as they really want to. I don't really care. I'm not sure. They said a couple days, so I'm assuming sometime next week. As I said, again, things are a little bit messy out here right now, but over the next couple of days I'll get that all straightened out as well. Anyway, that's the only things really going on, and that's pretty much it for this one. Y'all stay safe, have fun, keep your projects rolling, like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the like button, help a brother out, you know. Anyway, run back down, get one last shot of the Slacker bus, and y'all be good. We'll see you on the next one.